Hello, everyone. Michelle Alva here, your transformational intimacy coach, and I have the pleasure of introducing Jackson Strong. He's one of the co-creators of AUREA, and I am super excited about this upcoming May 26th to 28th event. And I asked Jackson if he would come on board because a lot of my clients and my colleagues and my friends and family are super excited about AUREA, and they're asking me, AUREA, what does that mean? What is it about? And so Jackson's here to explain this to everyone, and I'm really grateful to be here and to be working with you. You've had such an impact in my business, in my website, in how I am sharing my message to the world. And some people don't know all those things about you. There's just so many different ways that you're working with people. So I'd also love for you to add some of your magic, specifically you, because really last year at AUREA, I mean, it was 3 days of transformation for me. I felt like I just expanded in a whole other level of awareness of what's possible. And I know that you're very passionate of bringing visionaries together, leaders, and people that are afraid to step into their leadership. So thanks for being here, Jackson.
Yeah, it's a great joy. And people are definitely afraid of a lot right now. And in the past, I've been afraid of a lot, from expressing myself, from the government, from society, from environmental changes. There's all kinds of fear in the world. And we are here, along with many other extraordinary people, to welcome people into a much different reality. One of courage, one of compassion, one of strength, one of love, one of power, and one of creativity. And AUREA is a dedication to that and bringing together amazing people that are creating their kingdoms and their queendoms. And they want to be around other people that are in that same vibration. Because as we come together with people of like mind, an incredible thing happens. And Jesus talked about it in the Bible, where two or more gathered, there shall I be also, aka the presence of God and spirit shall be there. Napoleon Hill talked about it from the perspective of masterminds and the power of bringing people together, that a higher level of consciousness will emerge when we're in that space. So we create epic live events and moments for us to tap into this greater mind, this universal intelligence, and receive a vision for our lives, and then learn from other extraordinary people that are bringing their visions to life to see how we can all do the same thing. So receiving a vision and bringing it into the world, that's our mission.
And the word AUREA, and you talk a lot about the golden age. Share with us about that.
Very happy to. So AUREA means golden in Latin, as some of you may know. And we believe we are now in and expanding every second greater into a new golden age. And there are extraordinary breakthroughs and amazing things happening all over the world, from healthcare to technology, the AI revolution, which is not going anywhere and certainly poses a lot of risks and issues and challenges, as does social media and radio and TV, and every new technological wave has caused challenges and issues and major changes. And there's huge benefits. So we are now experiencing a shift in the way that we work, obviously. And those of us that can tap into greater spirituality and receive great indigenous wisdom and greater connection with nature, and then utilize this awesome technology that's around us everywhere and bring new movements to life that are in a greater expanded sense of harmony, both on the South American condor wisdom, as some of you may know, and the North American or Western world eagle perspective, the eagle condor prophecy. If you haven't heard of that, it's an amazing multi-thousand-year-old prophecy that said that one day that the North American eagle would almost take over the world. It would take over South America, and it would almost ruin society. But there would be rainbow warriors who would come and who would share their light and who would push back and integrate and synthesize these two perspectives, where we could come into a very powerful and beautiful harmony. And that's a major part of what we're here for, is being those rainbow warriors, these peaceful warriors, these peaceful kings and queens that are very powerful, very committed, very focused, very united to create this new amazing life on earth. And it begins with claiming that we deserve it. And if we think that we're miserable and not worthy, then we're not gonna fight. Say, oh, this is all I deserve. It's some Xanax and some TV dinners and Netflix. Okay, this is my life now. No, you deserve more, and we're here to wake that up.
Wow. So this is the time.
Yes.
And it's true, you know, I see the patterns of all the things that are happening in the world, and so many people are in fear, you know, and this is where really like mindset, the work that we both do with coaching and empowering. And I know that you have a lot of different backgrounds and many different, have had many different teachers and come from even the corporate world, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Background.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I started out in private equity, spent 5 or 6 years there around really major deal doers and Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan and all those bums, and really high level executives from all over the world. And I got to learn a lot about really successful people, how they think, how they move, how they feel, how they make decisions, and how they think on big scales. And so I got really immersed in that world. And so my brain thinks on really big scales. I'm really good at systems thinking, and how does a pebble in the pond create, you know, a tsunami on the other side of the ocean. So we're here to drop some, you know, the biggest pebbles that we can here in Miami and echo them across the world, because as that wave goes on, each new person that it hits expands it. It doesn't diminish it. So we're here to create these really big ripples, these really big waves, and to win here first, to serve here first, to make a huge impact right here in Miami, and then expand across the world. And we are all feeling this awakening. And it's being led from a lot of different directions. It's being fired up from a lot of different directions. And there's amazing healers and soul activators and heart openers like yourself, who are using incredible tantric techniques and all the other amazing things that you do to bring people into greater receptivity to their truth and to express it and feel it in more beautiful ways. Psychedelics are another major part, and a lot of things can be done without those medicines. And there's ways to not need them for sure. And I think you're amazing at that. And they are breakthroughs for a lot of people, and to make some quick changes and then see what the integration process is like. So that's the next big piece of what we do is the integration. Is not just a big moment of, oh my God, I'm having this MDMA experience, or I'm having this like awakening at a festival, or this like big heart opening thing. And then it's like, okay, now I'm back to reality and everything kind of sucks again. Like, how do we find the structure in between of a tribe to keep us going? And that's really the big wave of AUREA. In between the big moments is the community and the coaching and the mastermind work that we do for people that are really committed to bring their stuff to the world. We give them that support.
That's awesome. And so after AUREA, which is going to be live in Miami at the Sacred Space, May 26th to 28th,
Mm-hmm.
it's also going to be live streamed, so people from all around the world can attend. Isn't this amazing? Everyone that's listening, no matter where you are in the world, if you can't make it to Miami, you can watch the whole 3 days live stream, which is really amazing. And then you have a year-long program after AUREA that gives people support in strengthening their leadership skills, right? You want to share a little bit more about that?
Yeah. Thank you. So, you know, we have to lead ourselves first before we're qualified to really lead anybody else. So we're here to wake up that really powerful relationship within ourselves and get people really tapped into their power, their faith, their confidence, their trust in life, their belief that we are in a benevolent universe and there is a powerful spirit behind the scenes assisting us and guiding us into synchronistic moments and people and events, that we can have that piece of heart and gut to take proactive action. Otherwise, we're so stuck in survival mode and fear and distrust that we take whatever comes just because we're worried about our next meal, basically. So we shift that perception as much as we can. And then, like you said, we do have the mastermind that gives ongoing weekly, monthly, quarterly accountability, awesome project management, awesome time planning for highly creative people. That's usually the hardest part. Certainly has often been times for me, the hardest part of really taking effective action. And I've gotten really good at it now, and I'm very disciplined. I'm very structured. And now it becomes a term I heard recently that I really love is blisscipline. So oftentimes discipline feels too restrictive for really creative people. It's like, oh, I need to be in the flow. I need to touch the face of God and talk to, my guides. And then you've got discipline and I can't do any of that. It's like, okay.
That. Discipline. That's awesome. I've never heard that before.
Isn't that cool? and when we're in that state of mind, then it's like, okay, I love my work so much. I love myself so much. I love this impact I have so much that now I am responsible and I'm precise. And if I say I'm going to be there at 9, I'm there at 8:55. And from that time to this time, I'm committed to my craft. And I'm a carpenter, I'm a sculptor, I'm a professional musician. I'm in my studio from this time to this time, and nothing else, nothing can impact that except for a comet or a family disaster, you know? And that's the type of mindset that we really welcome people into, and bringing other creators together that are in that same focus.
I have a lot of people that are asking about it, and that's why I'm really grateful you made this video. Who specifically are you all, like, who's the ideal person to come to AUREA? Who greatly benefits from it?
Yeah. So there's two main people that we serve. One are the people that are trying to find or are already in their purpose-driven enterprise. They're stepping into their healing, coaching, consulting, e-commerce, some business that they're currently really expanding into. And they want to get more structure and more inspiration and more guidance on the mindset and the marketing techniques required to bring that to the world. The other side of that are the more business-like executives, entrepreneurs, corporate people that are wanting to get out of that, and that are in like the big quit of 4.5 million people that quit their jobs last year. That's just an enormous number. And they're looking to find that purpose, to find that meaning. So, but they have the great business skills and they have the organization, but they need the heart and they need the spirit. They need to receive themselves more. They want to receive themselves more. So we serve basically those two markets and bring them into joint experiences and individual coaching where they can really take off and really tap into their truth.
That's awesome. And on those 3 days of AUREA, I saw that there were different themes because you're all creating a workbook that I'm going to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
So happy. Do you want to walk us through the 3 days and some of the speakers, visionaries that are going to be there?
Yeah, totally. So there's 5 key themes that we're going to walk through the 3 days on. And last time around, it was like a chaos of enlightenment. And so we had 60 speakers that were jammed into 2 stages over 3.5 days. And we kind of just poured the wisdom onto people. It was a little bit too much. It wasn't quite as coherent as it could have been to really give people a really salient message they could really take home and absorb. So we've simplified things quite a bit, and we've made this single golden thread that goes through it all, which is this purpose-driven entrepreneurial mission. What are you really here to do? And what are the key elements required to bring that to life? So from our perspective, we need to start with a compelling vision. We must have this sight, this feeling, this inner knowing of what it is we're meant to do and what is the mountain that we want to climb, because it's going to be hard. And like creating AUREA is brutally difficult. Like we put in like 14-hour days right now. Like they're long hours, and there's always a tech problem or a fire to put out. And it's just, I don't want to say there always is. That's not a good thing to speak perhaps, but it's just, that's just kind of the way it goes right now. And there's synchronistic miracles and beautiful opportunities that things just flow and they're great, but it's both. And so we must have a really clear, compelling vision that will pull us forward through the muck of our own insecurities or limiting beliefs or the external challenges of building something to really bring it to life. And,
yes, in life, there's thunderstorms, earthquakes. What I feel is what AUREA gives us too, and all these strategies that you teach and share, is how to navigate through those challenges.
100%.
It's about having peace all the time. It's about how to cope with the chaos, right? And
totally.
That's how I think you and Jeff Parker have been able to command this a second AUREA. It's going to be amazing. And I'm really grateful. I saw that there's a whole bunch of even more new leaders that are going to be a part of it. You want to share a little bit about the different types of people that are sharing their expertise?
Yeah, totally. Let me touch on the 5 like key pillars real quick though, and then we'll go to the speakers. All good. There's so much great stuff to talk about. So the next one is alignment. How are we staying aligned to that vision in our actions, thoughts, and feelings, and making sure that the person that I know I need to be, I am in line with that every day. The next big piece is wisdom. So what is the mental knowing of our history, of our present, of our future that we need to really be clear and aware of, so we're making informed decisions. And there's certainly, as positive and optimistic as we are, anyone that's informed knows that there's a lot of serious challenges in the world, and they come from governments, they come from mega corporations, they come from international secretive groups. All kinds of scandalous things are happening out there that are challenging, and there's very powerful people that have very sophisticated agendas for what they want the future to be. And in order for us to play the game of life effectively, we need to know who we're playing with. And if you, in any professional sport person would tell you, and I have a long history in athletics, so that's kind of how my brain works. Like, I want to study my opposition. And even though I do believe we're not here to really fight or push back against anything, we're here to create something that it makes that obsolete. And if we really do come together with the right people, with the right vision, with the right actions, then they really do become obsolete. We can become completely invincible. Even in the most insane worst case scenarios, we become totally resilient and invincible and united and living in a really beautiful world. So that's what we're here for. So vision, alignment, wisdom, accountability. We need project management. We need tracking. We need technology systems in place that allow our minds to stay in the higher order thinking. If we're not taking care of our schedule and our systems and processes, we're burning too many calories on trying to remember what we're supposed to do today, and that doesn't work. So we help to put those systems in place. And then the last piece is tribe. Staying with epic people, having extraordinary experiences, breaking through new levels, busting into the new power of who we really are. And that can only be done amongst other people who are doing the same thing. It just wakes up our genetic code and our spirit and activates our hearts so that we can become who we're really meant to be, rather than these isolated, fragmented, fearful people. So the 3 days are going to be woven all around those key themes with extraordinary speakers, researchers, authors, spiritual leaders. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible when people are actually there, how we magnetize and we run into the perfect person that we were looking for, to connect with. And I mean, that is the magic of coming together at AUREA in person, that just we're inspired by in different ways by different speakers. And how many different experts are going to be at this AUREA?
This will be roughly 25.
Okay.
So we're going to do shorter presentations, kind of TED Talk style, 15, 20 minutes a person. So there'll be one stage and, approximately, that 20-minute speeches. A few that are going to be longer, some longer activations, some really cool dance and music and really like shameless self-expression stuff. We're really going to go wild and really tap into who and what we are underneath the conditioning and the programming and the fear and the judgment, to really own who and what we really are, and what we can really do when we are completely fearless and just feeling completely badass and ready to just rock out as a human being without conditioning and fear.
Yeah. And we're going to majorly expand the love throughout these 3 days. Just want everybody to know, and for everyone to know also, that you're going to be very well supported in your breakthroughs, because there are going to be some quantum leaps happening for people. There's just going to blow your mind meeting some of these people. And I'm going to be there as the Wellness Oasis facilitator of a space where we're going to have this time to just decompress, have your alone time, have your nurturing time. And so people are going to be very well supported throughout these 3 days, so that we can continue to expand beyond the 3 days. So
totally.
It sounds around like it's going to be incredible. I can't wait.
Yeah.
May 6th to the 28th. And is there anything else you want to share with the audience? Just anything else that maybe we left out?
Yeah, I mean, I'd speak to the awesome healers area we're going to have. We are surrounded by some of the most extraordinary healers of heart and body and mind, and people that can truly shift emotion and truly help you step into a new awareness, integrate the energy and the identity of a new transformational shift in your life. And getting a good understanding, a new concept is one thing, but that can be washed out by the next, thought or the next bad driver that cuts you off. But the feeling and the identity that comes forth from that, that's something entirely different. So super grateful for you, Michelle, for leading our incredible team of people that are going to be there and helping people to feel the energy and receive themselves in a really profound and powerful way, so that they can really own who and what they really are.
And those deep and profound experiences, everyone, is what causes the leaps and the bounds. And that's why plant medicine, psychedelics, the Alva method, Tantra, just meditation with your 100% willingness, openness, bring that to AUREA, because you are going to have deep and profound experiences for the mind, for the body, for the soul, and learning the latest of what's going on, not just in our community, but around in the world, and how we can be prepared to continue to be sovereign and strong, and also in a community of loving people. So thank you so much for this time, Jackson. All the information is down below in the links, everyone. Sign up for AUREA. Can't wait to see you there, whether it's virtually or in person. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, totally. Thank you so much. So excited to see you do your thing and to give us an opportunity to collaborate. It's going to be absolutely amazing. What else people need to know? I don't know. Just get there. It's gonna be incredible.
It's the vibe. You just gotta, if people are ready, if you're feeling the curiosity, I want to learn more. They have an amazing page, where you can get all the information about all the different speakers is there. Awesome videos, and you can always reach out to us too if you want to learn more. And just thank you, Jackson. Thank you. I had so many revelations. Just being those 3 days in AUREA inspired me to really honor my business. I'm more the artist and the creative. And this whole year of 2023 has been the best year of my business, of my life. I don't have to be doing everything in my business. I've delegated and hired out, and you're a big part of that. And Jonathan Palmer, who's been making these amazing videos for me on my social media. And I mean, I'm exponentially have grown in this few months of working with you both. And it really is about valuing ourselves and knowing that we're worth it, that we are worthy of having it all. So
yeah. Thank you so much. And totally agree. And a really important concept for the artist business types is that selling is healing. Selling is healing. Your business is healing. And if you're not doing that, you're hurting people. You're leaving people hanging. And that there's people that you are literally abandoning because you're not being sophisticated enough in the way that you create the structures of your business and the way that you articulate yourself to the world. So, friends watching this now, sophisticate yourself. Join us at AUREA. You'll meet incredible heart-centered entrepreneurs who are stepping into their power and are doing amazing things in the world. And since the last event, there were orphanages that got started in Peru. There were all kinds of new businesses that were started strictly off of experiences and new connections formed at the event. People that didn't know each other. And now the world is legitimately, objectively a better place. So I can't wait for you to experience the synchronicities. That's the last major piece that we really engineered into this event. It's giving you time and space to meet, talk with other people that are there. And we're working on, so this is a little bit of a teaser. I'm hesitant to share this piece because it's going to be really tough for us to pull off. There's a chance we don't do this, but there's a really good chance that we do. And that is
that vision.
Well, here's the vision, is doing really integrative human design workshops. And there are ways of working with your different human design types to come together in a really balanced archetype a group called the Penta. And so I say that because we are going to be doing a lot of really profound networking, interactive, interconnective work with people. So the people you're going to meet there will be invaluable. So AUREAleaders.com. The links will all be down below in this video. Be there May 26th to the 28th. Get your tickets as soon as you can. There's lots of great bonuses and discounts right now while we're in the pre-sale period, but they will run out very soon. We are definitely going to sell out for the event. It's only 300 people. We had 352 at our last event, which was our first event with no audience we ever had before. So we're definitely going to sell out for this one. So be there. I can't wait to host you. And yeah, it's going to be extraordinary.
You can have it all. We have it all. That's it. Thank you.
Let's go.
Worthy of it. Ow! See you there.
See ya.